Hello everyone, Bright295 here from, well, I guess it's just me, Bright295, I'm the only one here. I'm here today to bring to you some World of Tanks videos. I'm going to be showing you three of my most recent games. This one's in the KV-1S, obviously. Spoiler, not the best matchmaking here as far as the teams go. We have a TOG 2 and VK3601H as our top two tanks. They have a KV-1S and a Jumbo Sherman, it looks like. We kind of got pretty much dominated in this match, not only in skill but in the actual tanks. Not a big fan of this match. We did pretty bad. So did I. I didn't do that well. Now, I am driving the KV-1 with the massive 122mm howitzer. And the reason I'm driving it with that is because I just like the way this gun performs. Now, right here I want you to take a look at something on the map. If you've ever played on this map before, you're going to know that this north little corner up here is where the majority of your heavies will go. The only heavies that usually won't go here are ones that have almost no firepower, such as a B1 heavy or DW2. But we have a Churchill, KV-1, and the TOG 2 sitting at base. There's only two of us that I count right now. There's three of us going to that hill. A Churchill 3 and a VK3601H. That's going to come in pretty handy later when you take a look at why we lost. Now we do have, my bad, we do have a Churchill 3 coming with us. But you're going to know why one of them is going to be completely useless here. Now, keep an eye on the minimap. I want you to keep an eye on it, because it's going to come into play later here. So the Hellcat T-49 and Jumbo Sherman are already in the south corner, and they're already on our side of the hill. We can't shoot them there. They're going to basically be able to sit there as long as they want. It's their choice whether they get shot or not, because they're going to be the ones to make the first move there. And there you go. We just lost our M8A1, the first tank to lose. And there goes the Panzer IV-H, spotted by someone over there and then killed by a KV-1. So, not off to a great start. So, let's see what happens up here. Now, the Churchill 3 here stops. I don't know why. Did he go AFK for a second? Maybe. Did he lose connection? He's still showing up as in the game. Something might have happened. I don't know what it was, but it's a bit of a problem. Oh, wait. Now he's going again. I was really more or less paying attention to this hillside here, because we have a KV-1, KV-1S, Panzer IV-H, and another KV-1 here already firing at us. And the Type 58 is already lost half his health, which doesn't forebode well. But I think, you know what, I thought they were a lot lower than this. I didn't think they were right here. And there you go, right at the beginning, one big hit from a KV-1, firing heat shells no less. Now, I want you to pay attention to that damage counter right here, because you're going to see something that's going to be a little infuriating here. I am doing a good job of engaging targets here, at least. I am hitting targets, but there goes Type 58. Most likely a heat shell. I called a guy out on shooting heat at me. He hit, and then another KV-1, a totally separate tank, fires APCR at me. Two KV-1s, 8 shooting premium shells only. Now, well, this isn't a problem necessarily. It's not really something you should do. There's no reason to load heat shells or APCR against me because, okay, if it bounces, that's 4,000 credits at least that you're throwing away. They're expensive shells. They're not cheap at all. Even if you're buying them with gold, they're not cheap. And I wouldn't recommend anyone to buy those shells and use them regularly. I keep 2 or 3 most of my tanks and use those when I need them. Absolutely need them. I'm against a T2 and a T-3485. I'm going to need some APCR. And there you go. Now, I want you to take a quick look at something. Every single shell that hit me was high explosive or APCR. Or high explosive anti-tank, I'm sorry. Only out of 6 shots, 3 of them penetrated and the rest bounced or got eaten. Actually, it's more like 5 shots because the first shot counts as 2 hits. So that's 4,800. That's another 4,800, another 4,800, another 4,800, and another 4,800, all to kill 1 tank. I just don't see why you would do that. And obviously we lose this, so I'm just going to spare you guys the time it takes to show you how we absolutely get devastated. The M3 Lee gets killed, then Matilda, and KV1 just falls shortly after. So I'll catch you guys in the next replay. So here's the second match. This one looks a little bit better. An encounter battle on Melanovka. And I'm one of the top tanks. And if we look at our stats here, not the best of setups, but I've had worse. Now, a lot of people say the 122mm cannon on this tank sucks because if you hit anything with heavy armor, like another heavy tank or a well-armored medium, it won't do a lot of damage compared to what it can do. Well, this is one of those games where you'll want that big, massive 122 howitzer. It's a big, high explosive shell. Yes, it's going to cost some. It's going to cost you some max damage on the heavier armor. But don't forget, this is a Tier 5 tank. Tier 5 heavy. There's no reason to want anything bigger than this. Let alone, you shouldn't settle for anything smaller. Now, I move about 50 meters out of the start here. And watch what happens on the minimap. Yep. Suicide charge. He's completely in the open, running for cover, but soft cover. And 1 shot, 462 damage with this massive 122. He's light armor, so of course I'm going to do tons and tons and tons of damage to him. There's no reason not to take that shot, and that's why I use the big 122. Now, I think, okay, I'll go up the hill. Nope. M2 medium and a medium 3 and a KV1 there. Forget about the medium 3. I could kill him in 1 shot if I had to. I'll let someone else take care of him. I'm more focused on the KV1. Now, watch how unfortunate this guy gets. He's out in the open. I missed the first 2 shots, don't forget. Now, there's a Stug 3G behind him and a Wolverine next to the Stug, and the KV1 is covering the Stug. Now, I kill the Stug because that's a big threat. He's going to have a better gun than the KV1 in my opinion. Plus, he's covered from most of the team. So, I figured, you know what, kill the Stug, and now go to the KV1. Now, this is kind of a lucky shot, but I track him and do some damage. Now he's sitting still. I know he can't move, and unless he puts a repair kit into it, he's not going to be moving for a good while. So I might as well put some shells into him. And I can still see that my allies are pumping the shots into him, and the shell explosions aren't appearing. So put a few more shots out. And there you go. Whenever you track somebody, put 2 or 3 shots in their direction as best you can, just to guarantee some damage dealt. Now that I'm going to fire at the Churchill, because why not? He's right there. And I just want to point something out. I haven't moved more than 100 meters here yet. I've barely moved in the spawn. I haven't taken any fire. And I've already done 747 damage. So, the Churchill, I didn't know where he was. I took a pop shot. That may or may not have killed him. Now, he goes away for a while. He does not reappear till much later in the game, and he completely changed position from where he originally was. Now I'm thinking I'm going to get in this little area here and snipe him if he comes out. Well, he never shows up. I decide, you know what, I'm going to go around. I'm going to go help the hill. It's falling quick. We have a Churchill up there, and that's it. He won't last. He's already at 222 health. I'm on my way up there now. I knew this was going to happen, but honestly, I didn't think that it was going to be that bad up there. I didn't think that the Churchill one would have so much of a problem. I do notice it as soon as I drop down to the little pit, though. But by then it was a little bit late to go help the Churchill. So, sorry if you're watching this, Churchill. I also want to point something out that there's only 3 tanks up here. There's a Hetzer, there's a Panzer 4D, and a T-14. If I took this shot a split second sooner, if I waited a little longer on that shot, I may have saved the Churchill from the Panzer 4D. I might have. I'm not saying it would have done full damage. I'm not saying it would have killed him. It may have done something critical. It may have done something that could have helped. But I take a second pop shot at him because why not? See if I can hit him. And it bounced from the T-14. Now, I'm going to angle my armor to him. I know that he's not really going to be a massive threat unless I get super close and he can hit weak points. Bounces again, and now it's the M5 Stewart. Now this is what I love about the KV-1. You can just pretty much put this thing on cruise control and aim. That's all you have to do. In fact, you could pretty much put this in the second level cruise control and just drive forward while blowing stuff up in front of you. You don't even have to care about aiming because its gun is accurate enough to where you don't really need to aim a whole lot. You may need to aim a little bit, but so what? So I'm now looking for the Panzer 40. I know I have a general idea of where he was. I'm going to look for him now. And to my surprise, not up here anymore. So he must have ran. He must have picked up and run to the original spawn point, which was down by the EF line. So he's far away, and I know he can get moving pretty quick. So if he was any bit smart, he would have gone far back and waited. But the M5 Stewart is the first to take a shot at him. Now, pay attention how many people are shooting at me here, and plus the AMX-40 fires a heat shell into me and does no damage. Even firing premium shells, it's not guaranteed to go through in any tier. In fact, I find it almost pointless to use high explosive anti-tank in the game because it really doesn't give you any bonus. It's going, if it hits space armor, it doesn't do much damage, or it won't even work at all. If it hits sloped armor, it has a very much reduced chance of doing anything. And honestly, it's just so expensive. I could not really handle more than 2-3 shells of it. Now, I say, you know what? I'm gonna kill this AMX-40. I die on the shot a little bit, put a shot into him. It brings him down to 59 health. I know I'm not going to get the kill here, in my mind, but no one's shooting at him. So, aww. Oh well. Now, there's 3 tanks left, a BDR, and a Lorraine, and a Westby. I apologize for pronouncing any of this wrong. Now, I know the BDR has to be the one on cap. He's the only one that would feasibly be able to get over there and safely do it. Kill the artillery, one of the artilleries there. And one of the things you have to remember is if you run into one artillery and you kill him, and there's a second one or however many in play, keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving. Now I see this BDR and I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna put a shot into him, reset the cap, maybe. Fired, went wide, reposition, repeat. I'm kind of shocked that I didn't get hit by the Lorraine at all. As in, he didn't even fire in my general vicinity. Now the BDR, he's pretty much a 2-shot kill for me, perhaps even a 1-shot kill. Could happen, you never know. Dial on the shot, take a shot, it does a good amount of damage, but doesn't kill him. He's in a good spot, but where I'm at, he should have been shooting at me. And now, Top Gun rush assured with 1600 damage. That's pretty decent. I have no complaints about this game so far. And it's kind of like, now I'm at the point where it's like, alright, Lorraine 39, anyone can go after him. I really don't care. I'm heading in his last known position because, well, he should be right here, right? And, apologies to the BDR on the enemy team. I didn't realize he was calling his teammate a noob. I thought he was referring to me because I just killed him. But I'm going to where the artillery was last spotted because, you know what, he's gonna be here. Artillery doesn't move, but no, he moved. He was smart enough to move. That's something you should do. If you're spotted as artillery, you move. So he moved since we last spotted him. Now I'm thinking, did he go further back into the woods? And I'm like, you know what, the odds are he did not go back into the woods. There's no reason for him to. There's no real fight. Oh! Well, you know, he's getting ready to shotgun somebody. Now I take my time in aiming and I realize, oh wait, he just went behind a building. He hid from me. Now, the M4 Sherman from earlier is going to go flush him out. I'm like, probably not going to get this kill, but why not? Of course, you want to know what's going to happen? We all know what's going to happen. He's going to run away, go for the base, lead the shot and kill him. That's game. Not bad. So this is the third and final battle that I'll be showing for this video. This is my SU-100. This is actually one of the first few matches that I got the 122mm cannon on this thing. And let me just say, I love it. I love it more than a KV-1S, and with good reason. I average 1,000 damage a game with this gun on it, and it's amazing. You're going to want to pay attention to the fact that this gun will pretty much damage anything in its matchmaking class, and will do quite a bit of damage no matter what it hits. And yeah, I think I know where I'm going here. If you have any common sense on this map, you're going, as a tank destroyer on this side of the map, you're going to want to go to where I'm going. This little forested hill up top there. And with good reason. That's a good spot to go hide in. There's plenty of cover, there's plenty of places to hide, and there's a drop down right behind it. If you're getting shot at, you can hop down there and they won't be able to hit you unless there's artillery in play. And the ELC does a great job of lighting everything up. He takes one hit, but he immediately comes back down after spotting the entire enemy team. It was a great run. And honestly, I can't blame him for it. He's basically giving the position away to the entire northwest side of the map for the enemy team. So now we know where they're all at. We know what's here. We know what we need to expect and prepare for. I know there's only a T-49 KV-1 potentially on this west side hill. So I'm more focused at the town with the KV-1S, ARL, and perhaps more tanks going that way. And then I notice there's an ELC there. Didn't spot me. And there's a KV-1S. I'm going to try and take a shot, but no, I'm not going to take a shot. He's undercover. There's no reason to waste $1,000, 1,000 credits on these shells for nothing. I'm kind of shifting around, seeing if I can hit anything, what my exact areas are. I've never really shot from this position in this tank before, so I kind of need to get used to the height on this thing. Now, there's an A-20 sitting here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't at least go scout like the ELC. The ELC's doing a great job, by the way, for scouting everyone out. He's doing a great job of telling us where they are on that ridge. Yeah, we can't hit them, but the artillery can, and we know where they're at. So we're kind of cleaning up in the town a bit. We haven't really done much on the hill over there with an M6, SU-100Y, and a Wolverine to help those guys, and they're still taking quite a bit of damage. They've almost lost the Covenanter. And now I took a shot at the ARL-44. It was kind of an easy shot, but I'm going to now look at the KV-1S. He hides again. ARL still doesn't see me, and he can't possibly see me. I'm farther away than he can see me with the view range. And I'm thinking, why are shells landing next to me? There's no one that can spot me in front of me. And then it kind of dawns on me. Wait a minute. Now, there's a KV-1S. Take a shot at him. Bring him down some health. And then it dawns on me. The Chinoo's coming over the hill. He spotted me, so I'm thinking, okay, I need to get away, I need to break contact, or I'm going to get murdered. Now, I kind of do break a golden rule of never pop back up in the same spot, or you're going to get killed easily. But I'm not spotted anymore. It's a Chinoo who's just constantly peeking over the ridge. No one else really shot at me besides him, and it was only one shot that hit me, so lesson learned. This M8A1 kind of makes a fatal mistake jumping onto the open, but he soon gets sent back to the garage. Now the Chinoo, I've had enough of him. I'm getting a little tired of him constantly going up over the ridge, lighting us all up. And now there's a KV-1 there, and our entire western flank goes away. I had no idea we lost that many tanks that quick. I didn't think it could even be possible. But I noticed, oh, KV-2, that's why. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this KV-2 so far in the open? Does he not realize I'm still back here? And it just dawns on me that nobody really even knows I'm here or is even attempting to shoot at me. And this KV-2 is just constantly asking for getting blasted in the face, and just keep putting shots into him over and over again. There's no reason not to. Free shots, I'll take it. Now we're getting capped. And I know the Jackson and KV-1 could handle it, but I should be ready to turn back. So I turn back a little bit to potentially engage the ARL-44 with the Wolverine here. Nothing happens, so I come back up thinking, okay, kill some of the other stuff. Now the KV-2 is not my biggest concern. It's that AMX-40 spotting me, because the KV-2's got a long reload, low rate of fire, and there's something. Oh no, this is not looking good. Wolverine is on 1 HP, and he's getting shot at. I am against an AMX-40, KV-2, and ARL-44, on top of the RD that could possibly shoot me. First step, kill the AMX-44. He's done. Break contact, hide again. He may have spotted you, but it's unlikely with the cover I had. The Jackson's going to do a great job, and he's going to be a hell of a lot of help later on. Credit where credit's due with the ace player. Now I get ammo rack here. I put a shell in the ARL, but it bounces. I'm on low health because I just got nailed by 2 heavy firepower tanks, and I repair the ammo rack thinking, I gotta do my best here. Now the Jackson just cleared out the base, and now I'm asking for help. This is the last of their armor, and I'm getting overrun here. He's on his way up, but I know it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to hold my own. Daryl's pointing the gun the wrong way, and dead. Never, ever, ever point your gun where the enemy was not. He knows I moved back. He knows I went into this little ridge line after I got shot at. He should have had the gun pointed around the corner, not in Timbuktu. And he was on low health, with no one around him. The T-49 wasn't there, the KV-2 wasn't there. They couldn't have helped him even if he was spotting for him. Now the T-49, I tried to take a pop shot at the T-49 thinking I need to kill this guy, and then disaster strikes. Flank from a KV-2 and T-49 at the same time. KV-2 misses a shot. T-49 shell does no damage. Got eaten by the tracks. Kill the T-49, now I've got a KV-2. He's getting close to reloaded. Now I take advantage of the KV-2's terrible, terrible gun depression here, and I get right close to him. Now, this shot was from the Jackson. It hit him in the track. He's now back. I put one into him, and I get alongside of him. He's given up now. I'm just going to let the Jackson have to kill, and because I kind of want to get the hell away from him. Jackson plants one right into the side of his turret, and I dodged the hell out of that. I don't know how I survived that. Now it should be easy streak, right? Not over yet. There is an M41 left, an artillery, no less. And point blank, artillery is lethal. I know this, so I'm not going to try and charge headlong into the base, not paying attention for artillery. So I'm thinking, okay, he's back at the base. There's no reason for him to be so close to the battlefield. There's no reason for him to be up here. Absolutely none at all. And what do you know? He's right there. And of course, he's close enough to shotgun me without aiming. So now, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to blast me if I stop. So I'm going to try and psych him out. I psych him out a little bit. I don't know what he did. He could have taken a shot and plant one into him. And that was simple enough. That's how you win. See you next time, guys.